look. Welcome to the chalk wall. That is from Christmas. I think that was the last time I did like a proper chalk wall. So I've got my inspiration here. Oh my god. Do you guys see the mug I just bought? So cute. There's definitely a cocktail in here. I also got that at Winco today. Look at this. Oh man, this is gonna be a process if I keep getting so distracted. Anyways, I've got my inspiration here. This is a shirt from one of my favorite channels on YouTube, Roots and Refuge. And I just thought the design is gorgeous. I love sunflowers. Oh, if you couldn't tell. And I just thought the whole classroom kind of vibe would go really well on like a chalk wall, kind of like schoolhouse classroom kind of thing. And if I can't be physically out in the garden because it's so hot already, the next best thing is doing arts and crafts inside. So first step is to decide where we're gonna do this. I think I wanna do it over on this side. That's the plan. First things first is to clean everything off. Okay, to clean it off, I'm just gonna use soapy water and a sponge. If I want to like deep clean it or spot clean it, I have a vinegar spray bottle, and it smells really good because it's vinegar and citrus. So I'll probably go over it once with just a sponge and water, and once with the cleaner. I went in and cleaned the entire wall, top to bottom, with the vinegar and citrus cleaning solution. I figured might as well. This is a wall in our dining room, which is about 8 feet tall by 12 feet wide. So it's a nice, pretty big surface to create on. And before we painted it with the chalk paint, we went in and sanded and mudded the drywall so that it was as smooth as humanly possible, to make it the best drawing surface. And you'll probably be able to see in a few shots that we still need to put the baseboards back on and paint the ceiling. Okay, here's the wall, nice and clean. I'm gonna leave that because it's kind of like a weird, awkward space down the hallway. And I love Christmas, and this is my tattoo. Sorry, that's awkward. So I'm gonna leave that. And then a friend drew this, so I'm gonna leave that. I'm thinking of using like the left side over here. I'm going to take a picture of this, like with my iPad, and like just bring it into Procreate maybe, and like draw some grids on it just so that I can get the like spacing and the scale somewhat correct. But that's the next step. Isn't it so cute? I do really like just a plain black wall. Something about it. I like it. All right, let's go. Yes, my sweet, sweet. My sweet, sweet. I love you. I love you. Boo. Okay, I took a picture of, hi, I love you, of the shirt and brought it into Procreate. Bless you. Bless you. Brought it into Procreate and just turned the drawing guide on so that it gives me like a little bit of a grid so that it's sectioned out. And I'm just gonna kind of put a grid up, of like really rough grid up on the wall, so I know how to space things and scale them up in size. I just used a tape measure and made about square foot boxes on the wall, I would suggest a chalk line. That would be much easier and much less of a struggle. Okay, I got a little bit distracted filming a garden tour. It's the end of the month and I really wanted to share how beautiful the garden is right now. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I will have it linked. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this drink and get back to sketching the chalk wall. So I've got my image here kind of all gridded out, and I'm just gonna put a rough sketch onto the wall using my grid as guides to scale this image up. It feels really good just to be inspired enough to put a design on the chalk wall. I've been really struggling this year with lack of creativity and my mental health. So putting something inspiring and beautiful up on the chalk wall just feels really good. And the message behind the quote and behind like the Roots and Refuge channel is just about like learning and enjoying the season of life that you're in. So I wanted to take a little slice of that and put it up on the chalk wall. And I'm really excited with how it's turning out. I kind of am turning it into a more involved sketch than I was planning. I was just gonna do a few rough lines and shapes, but I'm kind of just getting into it and going with the process. I love doing like typewriter font. I think it's so cute, so I think that's why I started with that. And it'll give kind of a frame for everything else to go around. I think the sketch is just about good. I don't really have enough of one color to do all white, so everything's like kind of different colors. I'm gonna see what I have. Yeah, not much. I do have some like other colors of sidewalk chalk, which might look pretty for the flowers and stuff. But now I'm just gonna go in and like smudge everything out with my finger and trace back over it and draw in like the details. This is how the font looks before I smudge it out. So you can kind of see like the texture and some lines, and it's not quite as even. And when I smear it out, I will go back over it, and you can see this just makes it a lot cleaner and it makes it pop. So just going over it like a second time helps things look a little bit sharper. And then when I go in and kind of smear everything and fade everything out, I just like to kind of blend my lines so that they're a little bit softer, so it's not like that line. There's nothing wrong with that line, but this line is a lot prettier. And now I can even go in and use some of the chalk that's on my finger, hopefully, and kind of do like a little bit of shading or dimension on this leaf. Now, just go in. That's not the same color. That's definitely not the same color. So kind of sad. I need some chalk. Okay. Now I'm just going to draw my leaves. Isn't that cute? That looks a lot more finished than these leaves. So I'm just gonna continue on the process. I'll fix this. So yeah, the next part of the process for me is just smearing or smudging everything that I just drew. I feel like it softens the line and gives it more of like that chalk wall aesthetic. I can also use that chalk dust to go in and shade and add dimension and depth to the different parts of the image. Usually at this point, I'll also go in and kind of clean up the lines, either with like a damp towel or a sponge, or I'll just like lick my finger and clean up some of the lines, especially around the text, making it nice and crisp. And when the background is like nice and clean behind your images, it's gonna make your drawing pop off of the black wall. Even though I did use a grid to kind of scale everything up, I do think my perspective was like a little off, especially on the desk. So it's always a good idea when you're working on a larger scale to like take a step back and make sure everything looks right. But in the end, I think it turned out amazing. It's so cute and it brings me so much joy and happiness. And since it's like in my dining room with like the chairs and the dining table, I feel like I can almost like sit down at that desk. It brings me so much joy and happiness to have it up on the wall. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this video. I will have all of the information in the description. Please let me know what you would like to see on the next chalk wall. And until I see y'all in the next video, stay creative. Bye!